Hey everyone, in this video we are going to be solving this LeetCode problem 441, arranging coins. This is a very easy problem, but this is a very interesting problem. You will see. Let's see the question. It says you have n coins and you want to build a staircase with these coins. The staircase consists of k rows where the ith row has exactly I coins. The last row of the staircase may be incomplete. Given the integer n, return the number of complete rows of the staircase you will build. So this may be a easy question, but this is an interesting question since we can use 4 approaches in this question. 2 of the approaches are like iterative and binary, and other 2 approaches can be like algebra and quadratic maths related approach. Okay, in this video we are going to be solving both the iterative and the binary search approach. Okay, let's see through the example now. So it says that ith row has exactly I coins. So the ith row in this case, that is row 1 has exactly 1 coin, that is first row has 1 coin, second row has 2 coins, third row has 2 coins. So we need to return 2 since the third row is not filled. Okay, in this case we will be returning 3 as the fourth row is not filled. Okay, so output is 3 and the coin number we have used is 8 and the coins we are given were 8. So we would be seeing the iterative approach. In the iterative approach, what we will do is fill up the staircase until we have coin in our hand. So n greater than 0, we would be running a while loop until we have coin in our hands, and we could fill up the staircase I plus plus n equals to n minus I. So this corresponds to the number of rows we are filling, and we would be returning I minus 1. Since I row has already fulfilled in this while loop, I row has already fulfilled, so we are returning the number of rows minus the number of rows it has totally filled. Okay, in this while loop runs until we have coins in our hand. So this while loop would run for 5 times. Okay, 5 times, and in those 5 times we would be filling up 3 rows, but since we don't have any coin in the third row, the last void cannot be filled, so we are returning the total number of rows it has filled. Okay, if you run this on pen and paper, you would understand the solution. This is very easy solution. Now let's look at the binary approach. The binary approach is pretty interesting. Oh sorry, I haven't run that. Sorry. Run code. Let's submit. It will submit. Okay, it's 7 ms. Not good. We would be running binary search. So now let's run the binary search on this method. Okay, for binary search, let's first write the formula. What the formula we're going to. This problem is actually the we have to find the formula for the running sum. Like we are given, we can fill rows like this: 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus ... plus x, where x is less than equal, where the sum is less than equals to n. N is the number of coins we are given. So the formula for this for the formula for x, we have to calculate x. So the formula for x would be x into x plus 1 by 2. This is the formula for the sum of the numbers till x, where x is the number we are required to find. Okay, so how we can solve this? We can use a binary search and reduce the search space for the number of coins that is used, total number of coins that is used. So we would solve this like long we are using long since you already know binary search can give overflows, so we are using long. For large amount of data, ints can give overflow errors. Okay, so long start and long end up to the number of coins we are provided, end pointer. Okay, while start is less than equals to n, sorry, start is less than equals to n, long mid equals to start plus end minus start. This formula is being used since this end minus start by 2 gives overflow errors, so we are using this formula for calculating mid. Okay, now for the number of coins we'd be using would be long coins used equals to mid into mid plus 1 by 2. Now we are going to be searching for the mid value. Okay, mid value for which the solution would be satisfied, the equation would be satisfied. Okay, so what we can do is, if coins used equals to n, return casting it into int mid. Okay, int mid, and if coins used is less than n, then what we need to do, coins used is less than n, then what we could do is start equals to mid plus 1. Again, if that's not the case, what we would do is end equals to mid minus 1, reducing the search space in this case, and reducing the search space in this case, like coins used is more than n, so we are slowly decrementing the value of the mid towards the number of coins used. Okay, so this would be this is a simple binary search formula. Okay, so at the end we could return the end value. I hope this would run, fingers crossed. Time limit exceeded. Let's see what mistake we have done. Again it would say time limit exceeded. Let's see what mistake we have done. Mid into mid plus 1 start plus end minus start by 2. Mid into mid plus 1 by 2. These things happen. Start is less than end, end long mid long conscious return int mid. If n, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. If coins in is less than coins used, then we would do this, else we would do this. After the while loop ends, we would return end. Okay, let's see. Why it's giving time limit exceeded? Start Oh, my bad, very sorry guys. This is end. My bad, my bad. Now this would run. Yes, sorry. That was very bad on my end. I shouldn't do these things in coding interview rounds. Okay, this has run and this is a lot faster than the previous solution, as you can see. And as for space complexity, it's going to be using this much space since we are using so many variables to store such things. Okay, this would not matter in an interview, but this would matter a lot. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, press the like button. If you liked it more, press the subscribe button. And that's it. Bye bye. I'm going weird now. Bye.